You know, if you're thinking about doing that home improvement project, you better budget it now because things are getting ready to go up, up, up.
This is Elegant Homes with Don Riley. Each week, get expert advice from Don Riley that's straightforward, making sure you're not taken advantage of. Powered by CFI and by Marshall Chevrolet in Carrollton, Kentucky.
Welcome back to another episode of Elegant Homes. I'm your host, Don Riley, where we make every home elegant, one home at a time. You know, summer is coming just around the corner here, and the weather is breaking, and the phones have been ringing. You know, everyone is wanting a home improvement project done, and sometimes there's just not enough people to go around in this company to make all these projects happen. But we always find a way to take care of our customers here at Elegant Home Exterior. And, you know, it's interesting. Winter was here. Things were kind of quiet. We were still doing projects. But soon as that sun peeked out up over top of the cloud there and the sun started shining in, people just kind of changed. It's almost like the dial went straight to full. And, you know, it's amazing. We've been running really hard here for the last 2 weeks since the sunshines came out. And we are just selling. And, you know, I like to see these projects done in a timely manner, but everything right now, let's talk about ordering products. Everything is taking so long because of COVID-19 and all the manufacturing plants have been down. So your average job that used to take you 3 weeks is now taking you 6. You got to add an extra 3 weeks. Because you're waiting on lumber, you're waiting on composite, you're waiting on metal. All your precious metals. Metals are hard to get right now. So any kind of railing systems, 4 to 6 weeks ordering time. Flooring is just, it's a nightmare right now trying to get flooring because all your in-stock stuff is not in stock. And so you're having to order everything. And let's face it, we're living a day and age where everybody wants to order everything. So there's nobody really stocks anything anymore. It used to run into the store and you'd grab your favorite flooring, run in and grab that anymore. If you do have something in stock, it's usually not a color that you like. So you got to order it, and ordering takes time. And like I always say, time is money. So we have to learn how to stagger these jobs now and keep that customer satisfied while we are waiting for those materials to come in. So I try to find things that we can stay busy with. So, for example, we're getting ready to rip out a kitchen. We got cabinets sitting in the garage, ready to go, and we're painting, okay? But we're still waiting on some of the flooring to come in. Well, you don't want to go put all the cabinets in, and then the flooring's still not there, and then you're stuck. So there's nothing else you can do, right? So we are just finding other places in the house to paint, you know, that we're painting the whole place, but, you know, we're painting bedrooms now and doing trim, and we're kind of just waiting until this flooring comes in. Then we'll just go ahead and rip the kitchen out, go ahead and put all the cabinets back, and then we can start putting our flooring down, you know. But the thing is, you know, I don't want to go ahead and paint this area because then if I start ripping the kitchen out and I paint something and something flies and hits my paint, then I scratch my walls, then I'm painting it again. So it makes no sense. So if you see the story that I'm trying to tell here, you know, what makes me smart is knowing that I'm dumb in the home improvement business. So I have to know how to stagger these jobs to where I can keep the guys busy, keep them happy, and also wait for these materials to come in. You know, some of this stuff is taking 6 to 12 weeks, you know, and it's just time is the essence in some of these projects. And let's face it, people do not understand when you look at them and tell them, ma'am or sir, your project might take 12 weeks because we are waiting on materials to get in. And that sometimes is the hardest thing, is to look a customer in the eye and tell them that we're not going to be able to do the project until those materials come in. And of course, they're not happy. And, you know, when you got a customer that's not happy, can make your life really miserable in the home improvement business. So right now, if you are looking to do a project, make sure you give yourself plenty of time, because I'm telling you, materials are hard to get. And they're also, it's getting a little bit better, but it's still taking time to order these products and get them shipped in. I will tell you, FedEx, Amazon, these places you're ordering stuff, they're even behind. I'm talking to some of these guys when I'm out in the field, And, their normal 2-day, 4-day deliveries are turning into 12-day or 13-day deliveries because they're so far behind and the planes aren't moving the way they used to. Now fuel prices are going up, so everything's, it's expensive. So now they're packing more stuff into the planes to get more product out because gas is so expensive. And fuel's expensive. So I think we're up to almost $3, close to $3 a gallon here pretty soon. So, and if everything goes to $5 a gallon, we're really going to be in trouble because that's going to change the whole industry, because now our trucks, you got to run on the road, you got to pay for gas. So things are going to be more expensive. And it just changes the whole game. So set yourself up for success. Don't put expectations on contractors that they can't fulfill, and you will be a very happy customer. This is Elegant Homes. I'm your host, Don Riley, and we'll be right back.
And I'd like to talk a little bit about our friends and our grand sponsor, CFI. When it comes to flooring, these guys are the best. They do ceramic, wood, tile, any kind of flooring, carpet, you name it, they do it. These guys are the best. If you're needing flooring out there, call CFI, our grand sponsor. They'll come over, and they're always courteous and nice, and their employees are awesome to work with, and they take care of their homeowner. Once again, CFI for all your flooring needs. We talk about four wheels. I get excited about talking about these guys, Marshall Chevrolet in Carrollton, Kentucky. They got one of the best selection of vehicles on the market, from Equinox to Blazers to Chevy trucks to, wait a minute, Chevy trucks? I just bought a Chevy truck, the new Trail Boss 2020 from Marshall Chevrolet. These guys are the best. Also, if you just want a plain Silverado, they got them. Full selection, great staff. They will pick the vehicle that you want and give you the best deal they can. And these guys are always friendly and courteous. Stop out to Marshall Chevrolet, Carrollton, Kentucky, and tell them Don Riley from Elegant Homes Podcast sent you and your family.
It's the Elegant Homes Podcast with Don Riley, powered by CFI for all your flooring needs, and by Marshall Chevrolet in Carrollton, Kentucky.
Welcome back to Elegant Homes. I'm your host, Don Riley, where we make every home elegant, one home at a time. And we took a little break there. Me and Tony, my producer, we were talking just a little bit there in the break. And, it's funny, just these expectations, people, when you're doing these projects, sometimes you're not able to meet their expectations. And you got to realize that going into the customer's house, and you got to explain it to them that, sometimes these projects might take a little longer. And I hate to say it, but now might be the time to do that roof or that deck or that siding job that you're looking to do, maybe those windows, because things are going to go up. Vinyl is a petroleum product, so things are going to start raising up in prices, and they're going to start getting higher. And it's making it tough on the home improvement industry, because some people don't realize that their quotes are a lot higher than normal. And I was just at a paint job earlier today, and a lady wanted to paint the whole house. And it's funny, she had a painter there. He came in, mudded 3 walls, and took the can off the paint and never came back. So she said she didn't understand what happened, but they'd never seen him again. And he quoted the job pretty high, and I came in and beat him probably by, I don't know, $600-700 on the bid. And the only thing I told her, I said, I can't get to you for about 4 weeks. And she said, well, I'm going to tell you this. I'd rather have somebody that is going to take a little bit more time and do a good job and be here. And I don't mind waiting for that. She said, but, someone that just comes in and opens a can of mud and puts some mud on the wall and then busts out some paint and then takes off and never comes back. She said, that did me no good. So the good news, she didn't give him any money, so she wasn't out any money. So, which very surprisingly doesn't happen very often. Usually they give the contractor money and they never see him again. So she was very smart about that. But make sure when you're scheduling these jobs, you ask the contractor, like myself, and we hope you use Elegant Home Exterior. And if you do, make sure you ask us, hey, how long is this job going to take? What's my particular cost going to be if I wait 6 months or 4 months? And sometimes we can't really answer that because we don't know how things are going to go up or down. But one thing we can predict is when we can be there and when we can start the job. And we will price your job according to, the home improvement standard pricing and we got to constantly check pricing on everything today, from paint. I'll give you an example. We just finished a paint job and I spent over $4,000 just on paint for a 5,000 square foot home. That blew me away. I couldn't believe the cost of the paint. And I had actually budgeted in $3,800, which was amazing. We went over the budget a little bit, which I was okay. But can you imagine if you price a job out and say that job you priced out at $4,000 and you spent $5,000 on paint? You just lost yourself $1,000, which, that could really kill you in the home improvement business. So you really got to make sure that you know what areas you're painting. How much? Is it trim? Is it walls? Is it doors? Are we doing door jambs? Because that extra little paint can make a difference between that job costing you, $200 extra or $1,000 extra. So make sure you're always checking that with your contractor, and making sure they got everything down to the penny. Because the last thing you want is a contractor coming to you, which we would never do, and it is a no-no. If we start losing money, we have to write it off. I mean, it's just part of the business, but we never come back to you and say, well, we made a mistake. We didn't bid this right. We're going to charge you more money. That's a no-no in the industry. We don't do that. But there is contractors that will come back and say, hey, I underbid your job. Can you pay me another $2,000? And, a smart person's probably going to say, no, you bid the job at $4,000. You're going to live with $4,000. But some people go ahead and give them the extra money. I've heard it time and time again in this business. But one of the things I can guarantee, if you hire Elegant Home Exterior, we're never going to come back to you and ask you for more money than we bid the job for. That's just a standard in our industry that we don't break, and you'll never hear a customer say that we came back and asked you for another $1,000 when we messed up. So, well, this has been another episode of Elegant Homes. We are looking forward to making your home elegant, one home at a time. And stay tuned for our next episode. I'm Don Riley, where we make every home elegant, one home at a time, here at Elegant Home Exterior.